It's 2024, the first Thursday of 2024, which means it is the brand newest, jankiest Jank Pack Thursday that there is. The first one of 2024 and episode number 88, which is actually kind of incredible. But we now have 39 things left in the box, although I am scouring eBay to see what I can find to replace it. So we shall shuffle and then we shall spin. If I remember correctly, because I filmed it actually pre-Christmas, the Crow City of Angels ended 2023 from For the Pulls. So let's see what begins 2024. Onward we go. We spin, we spin, we spin and see who will win. Coming up, coming up, coming up. Wow, there's one. We haven't pulled a coal pack in quite a while. So we have got a pack of, I believe it's the Power Rangers movie cards. And that's, that's an interesting thing. A movie ends it and a movie begins it. So let's take a minute. I'll see you over at the table. All right, here we go at the table, digging into the box o' Jank for a Cole pack. Cole's comic claims for the first time in a while, but he is the provider of the original box o' Jank. And once we move it and reveal, he is also the contributor of Jank Cutler, a gigantic, there it is, there he is right there, a gigantic relic of Jay Cutler that I can find absolutely no record of. So Jank Cutler will forever remain a part of Jank Pack Thursday. And here we go. Mighty Morphin, Power Rangers, the movie. I have run across these before. Looks like 1995. No gum, thank God. However, we are running low on Ploog cards. But we will get to that in a moment. I fear probably some stickage. Actually, no stickage whatsoever. So let us get in and go back to the glory days of the 90s with the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I do have to say, the show does not hold up. Some shows from that era do. This one does not. So we will just leave it at that. Oh, Jade and Janky. All right. Okay, that light works. So let us get into it. All right, starting off good with the Black Ranger, one of the originals. Adam's suited up and ready to go as the Black Ranger. When called on to rise to the occasion, not only does he rise, he flips and kicks too. Just how I get out of bed in the morning. And here's some potential TTM stuff. There are a few that are no longer with us from the movie, but I think the majority of the original Rangers are. We have grand opening. What does it say at the bottom? Oh, it's just dots. I'm trying to read the dots. Grand opening. At a construction site in Angel Grove, workers stumble upon a mysterious steel plate in the ground. Unknowingly, they're about to unearth the world's single greatest threat. Why does it always begin with unknowingly? If you're digging and you find a steel plate... Here, hold on. We're going to rant a minute. If you find that, does common sense tell you to lift it up or to not lift it up? And that is why I would do just fine in the TV world. There we go. Trashed. Ooh, group shot. The Power Rangers visit the command center, which has been trashed by Ivan Ooze. Not only have they lost their powers, they may be losing Zordon as well. I remember that. It was back in the... It wasn't as, heart-wrenching as seeing Optimus Prime die, but, for fans of the show, that was a big thing. Goldar. Still don't know what he is. He's a combination of many things with shiny gold armor. As Lord Zed's number one henchman and all-around lackey, well, it's, kind of the opposite. Goldar has taken his share of orders, but Goldar's orders come from Ivan Ooze now. Sorry, Zed. I believe Zed was also Bobcat Goldthwait's name in Police Academy. Oh, the Megazord cockpit. There was so much of that. Transformers, Voltron, I loved that stuff. The Power Rangers take the helm of the Ninja Megazord cockpit for the showdown with what? God, it's been forever. Homator and Scorpitron. Let's go. The final battle has begun. And because the franchise is still going, I think we can all tell what happened. And the final one, on their way. I actually really want to see the original show that this is based on. We'll get to that in a second. The brave ninjas are on their way to find the great power. The power of the universe contained inside a majestic monolith. They must find it soon, or the Earth will be doomed. We'll get ye to the monolith. No, I really want to see the original show, the original Japanese show it was based on, much like, if you remember, on, what was it, Spike TV back in the day, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, which is basically an Americanized, dubbed version of a Japanese variety show called Takeshi's Castle. This is based off something. Everything, obviously, when they're in their full Power Rangers getup is. I just don't remember what it is. If I remember to, I will find it and put it in the description below. You know what? I'm actually going to make a note of it. So I will do that. Now, on to the shout-out. And this one, I was actually just talking to him. And I said, you know what? You're getting close to a milestone. I haven't shouted you out yet. The Autograph Fisherman, John Burgess, longtime friend of the channel, contributor to the Boxo Jank, and sitting at 482 subs. So we need to give him a nice big push to that 500 mark. Fantasy football has come to a close. Congratulations, Chicago Schultz. Taking the W. Much like I'm just trying to think of the best proper way to word this. Much like the Steelers, I somehow managed to backdoor my way into the playoffs. But unlike the Steelers, I actually managed to win a little quote-unquote playoff game in the losers bracket, even though I went out first round to ultimately the winner, Chicago Schultz. So I'm one up on the Steelers. And yes, I know that my predictions or comments may seem like they were off kilter for the past couple weeks of the Steelers game, but no. Don't let it fool you, children. Don't let it fool you, children. You know, David Blaine really didn't make the elephant disappear. You know, it's all smoke and mirrors. But it's just another way the Steelers managed to backdoor their way into letting it seem that Mike Tomlin is a competent football coach. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 base cards, 1 metallic storm, and 2 packs left. And then I'm going to have to turn to eBay to get a new hunt set, or pray for gum, find another solution, or come up with a plan D. So we will see what happens, actually, as soon as I'm done with this tonight. Oh, and I almost didn't do it. So the first week, it was time to trade TJ Watt. Last week, it was time to trade George Pickens, and I still stand by both of those. I will not waver from them. This week, honestly, it's time to trade Najee Harris. You got a running back the size of Derrick Henry, who is trying to run like Le'Veon Bell, and the only person that could even remotely run like Le'Veon Bell was Le'Veon Bell. Jaylen Warren is the far superior running back, and will actually lower the shoulder and put people on their backs. Man, he had a nice block against the week before Seattle. In the Cincinnati game, he put somebody right on their back. It was fantastic. All right, unfortunately, no metallic storm, so we've got a hope against hope for a couple of the base cards. Either way, we've had a fun time looking at some Ploog art. This is 35, the price of gold. Poop. We do not need that. Unfortunately, we've seen this one before. Space Specimen, number 39. Oop, we have stuck together. Potential for something? Ape. Man's best friend. That is I was going to say, there's the dog. I was like, that is a funny looking dog. Unfortunately, we don't need that. That is the final view that some mice and small critters Mod's cat. Shout out Julie Farnham with the Kraken. We've seen them, but we've seen the Hobbits before. The Journey. Come on. Orc Fire. No, we've seen that before. Not in a while because they don't look familiar. Where are you? Who are you? Man or beast? I don't know, and it's neither of what we need. Ooh, wait. Do we actually need this one? Dinner date? No, God, I must have only seen it once. We've got Frankenstein's Monster, number 27, and the final one. Can't remember who was the pirate. Oh, just Sea-Watch. Well, unfortunately, we swung and missed, and ironically, next week, barring some sort of gum, card number 2 will be very very appropriate. The Last Hunt. So it'll be the last time the Ploog is featured in the Jank Pack Thursday. Put that over there. Back in the box with you. And once again, shout out to the autograph fisherman John Burgess, sitting at 482. Let's get him a push to 500. Congrats to Chicago Schultz winning the fantasy football. Shout out again to Julie Farnham and the Land Krakens. And Cole's Comic Claims for the pack, for the box, for Jank Cutler, and for helping me continue to bring weirdness and fun in little 10 to 15 minute segments once a week. Thank you for joining. Thank you anybody stopping by in the chat and watching on the rewind. We will see you next time.